Moral recapped here. Today I'm going to explain about a Thai inspirational film called Broken Sword Here. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The film opens with a grown man running. Gradually, a group of men appears behind him, riding their horses and hunting after him. The man, Joy, is outnumbered, but while running, a smile forms on his face. The movie cuts, and we now see a young boy, who is young Joy, running to get away from a bunch of other boys that are hunting him down. Joy runs through the market and uses a fat lady to evade the other kids. The kids crash on the fat lady and are stopped. They grab some fruit and throw them at Joy, who eventually runs away. Joy joins the boxing camp and takes a look at the fighters, admiring them. His uncle, Chart, is the trainer. Joy asks him to teach him how to fight, but Chart tells him he should ask his father, who used to be a professional boxer. But Joy knows that his father will not teach him. Chart asks Joy to showcase some of his moves, and Joy performs some shadow boxing. Joy's dad joins in and takes Joy to the temple. He tells the priest that his son always gets into fights with the governor's son, and he has to be more careful. The priest says that Joy is a smart kid. Sometimes boys will get into fights. Those boys are waiting for Joy once more, and they beat him down by throwing fruit at him. Joy makes a decision, and he hangs some fruit from a tree branch. He uses them to train. Then he attacks Churd and his group of friends and lures them in the place where he trains. He dares them to attack him, and they do. Joy is able to take them down and eventually deliver a kick to Churd. The other boys tell him that he made the governor's son bleed, and now he will get in trouble. The film cuts back to older Joy, and he is still being hunted by those horsemen. Those men are Churd and his group. They can't get to Joy, and they split up to look for him. Joy attacks them one by one until he gets to Churd. He throws Churd off his horse and steals it, riding away with it. Joy goes to a boxing camp, and the trainer puts him to fight another fighter. Joy wins the fight with a single blow, and the trainer collects the money from the bets. Joy has a couple of more fights, and he wins all of them. The trainer asks if there is anyone else who wants to fight Joy. The crowd is hesitant until a man approaches. He says he wants to fight Joy, and he bets an amount of money and his sword on it. Joy fights this man, but he gets knocked out and drops in the lake. A drunk man pulls Joy out and tells him he lost because he is too cocky. He believes Joy has some skill and talent, but he needs to be trained by a professional if he wants to reach his true potential. Joy goes to a new boxing club and a new trainer whose name is Tang. The trainer's daughter, Sui, stares at the fighters, and her mother asks her if she still wants to learn how to fight. Sui says yes, and her mother replies that if her father hears about it, he will whip her. Joy has a talk with Master Tang, and is also impressed by Sui. The master asks Joy's name, and Joy presents himself as Tongdi. The master puts him to the test by making him fight one of his other fighters. Tang is impressed by Joy, who he thinks is good, but lacks strength. The fun is ruined by Churd, who comes to the boxing club with his father's troopers. They are looking for Joy. Since Joy was introduced as Tongdi, Tang has no idea who they are talking about. Things get tense, and Joy has to show himself and reveal his true identity. Chur ties up his hands and rides his horse, dragging Joy behind the horse. Like that is not enough, the commander of the troops, who is also Chur's uncle, orders them to burn the whole camp. The fighters fight back, struggling to prevent them from burning the place to ashes. Joy escapes from Churd and helps the others out. The fighters beat the troops, and they, along with Churd, have no choice but to run away defeated. Joy apologizes to Tang and everyone else and he is ready to depart. He can't stay there anymore. Tang tells him about another gymnasium where they can help him develop his skills. Joy leaves, and on the way, he realizes that he is being followed by a young man, Boonkerd. Joy asks him why he is following him, and Boonkerd says they are just walking towards the same direction. But in reality, Boonkerd had been impressed by Joy's fighting skills. The two of them reach a market and stumble upon a Chinese theater that is being set up. They approach a woman who is standing there, Muay, and asks her about the show. They spend the night in that place and watch the show. Joy is impressed by how the performers are able to jump high and perform somersaults. The performers take a break and Joy pays them a visit backstage. One of the performers is Mr. Lee, Muay's father. Joy asks him to teach him how to jump high, but Lee says no. When the show starts again, Joy has been dressed as an actor and has a choreographic fight with Lee. When the show is over, Joy bribes Lee with a jar of booze. Mr. Lee gets drunk enough and he now accepts to teach his jumping techniques to Joy. The next day, a cargo is attacked by Cherd and his uncle. They kill most of the guards, but a brave lady steps off the cart and resists bravely. Joy comes to her aid and defeats the bandits while performing some impressive jumps. When the bad guys are defeated, the lady gives Joy a ring. She tells him to keep it until they meet again, and then he can give it back to her. Joy makes it to Master Mech's training camp, the man who Master Tang referred him to. Mech puts Joy against one of his fighters, and Joy wins. Master Mech accepts him in his camp and starts teaching him his ways. Mech's gym will attend a festival and fight against another gym. The team attends the festival, and Joy sees the woman whose life he saved. He talks to her, and they have a walk. He finally learns her name, Ramyung. Joy wants to give her ring back, but she does not want to take it. She says that the ring will find its way to its owner when it's the right time. The fight has started, and 3 of Mech's students have lost to the fighter from the rival gym. But when Joy gets to fight him, he finishes him with an elbow on the top of his head. Master Mech thanks Joy for redeeming his school's name. He tells Joy that he has nothing to offer him, but gives him a letter and sends him to meet another master in order to learn some sword skills from him. Joy starts on his journey along with Boonkerd, and they are soon joined by Muay and Tuk, the fighter whom Joy defeated just a few moments ago. They are able to find the Master of Swords, Master Pang, only to realize that he loves 2 things, drinking and sleeping. However, when he tells them to get ready for training, he proves to be very skillful and defeats all of them. Mr. Pang trains them for a short period of time, and eventually he admits that he has nothing more to teach Joy. Joy and his company get swords and knives as a parting gift, and they get on their way. The team decides to take a break from walking at some part of the forest. Cherd and his uncle find them, and they are up to no good. The commander gets his rifle and aims at Joy, but when he pulls the trigger, Boonkerd walks in front of Joy and is the one who gets shot on his chest. The commander orders his men to kill them all. Joy and the rest are able to defeat them, and Joy kills the commander. Cherd watches what happens and runs like a coward. Joy carries Boonkerd on a horse as they try to get some help. The horse collapses and bails on them. Joy carries his friend on his arms, and they reach a town. Joy asks for help, but the people there are not quite friendly. Joy tries to buy a horse by offering Ramyung's ring. The horse's owner pushes the ring out of his hand, and the ring flies away. To make things worse, they attack Joy. Joy defeats them, but a man stops him and helps him carry Boonkerd to a temple. The man is ready to leave, and Joy goes after him. He asks him what his name is and where he lives, because he wants to return his favor someday. The man's name is Rung. Before he rides away, he takes Ramyung's ring out of his pocket and gives it back to Joy. Ramyung meets with Joy and tells him that the governor of this town is a fan of boxing, and holds some fighting events. She advises him to join the fights. Meanwhile, Bunker wakes up and starts feeling better. Joy and Tuck go to sign up for the fights, and Joy sees Hao, the man who had knocked him out on the lake a while ago. It is revealed that Hao is Ramyung's uncle and the governor's head of security. The fights take place into an arena under the governor's supervision. Tuck wins his fight, and now it's Joy's turn. He fights with Hao and wins. The governor asks him if he has any energy left to fight against one of his other guards. Joy fights him and wins again. The governor tells everyone to exit the arena, except from the winners and his guards. The governor approaches the winners and is about to reward them, but he gets shot. Rung bursts into the arena with some of his men, holding a handgun. Joy, the other fighters, and the guards protect the governor, and they are able to turn the tables on the intruders. Joy takes the gun out of Rung's hand and finds it hard to believe that Rung just tried to kill the governor. Joy sticks the gun on Rung's temple, but still remembers that he owes him a favor. He gives Rung the gun back and tells him that he can offer his own life, but he should let everyone else alone. Rung turns the gun on Joy and pulls the trigger, but the gun is empty. Rung starts laughing. He and Ramyong explain that everyone has been in this trick. This was just a test for the fighters, a test of their loyalty. The governor has been an impersonator, and Rung is the real governor. He has been watching Joy since the time he saved Ramyong from those bandits. Rung tells Joy to join his guard and serve him, but Joy rejects the offer. Rung makes him another offer. He suggests they have a fight, and if he wins, Joy will serve him. If Joy wins, he is free to do as he wishes. They jump on each other, and the film cuts. The film ends with Joy being dressed as one of the governor's troops, being on his horse along with the other troops, and accompanying the governor to battle. His sword breaks while fighting, but he returns home alive. Subscribe and hit that like button to help our channel grow. Turn the notifications on so you won't miss any of our new videos. Thanks for watching.